There are certain things that we're told about breakups that just aren't true. And what's worse is that they can actually do more harm than good. Here are 6 pieces of breakup advice you've probably been lied to. Number 1. You'll get over it. How long will that take? 2 weeks? 2 months? 2 years? What does getting over it even look like? This piece of advice is not only unhelpful, but it can also make you feel even worse. It sets up an expectation that there's a timeline for healing, but in reality, there isn't. Everyone heals at their own pace. And if you don't feel healed after 2 weeks or 2 months, you might feel like you're doing it wrong, when really, you just need more time. This can be especially hard when other people start pressuring you to move on. So while it may be well-intentioned, telling someone they'll get over it is not helpful. Instead, tell them you're sorry they're going through this and that you're here for them. If they want to talk about it, let them. Or if they prefer to distract themselves, help them with that too. Just being there for someone can be more helpful than any grand piece of advice. Number 2. Don't reach out first. Oh, so you should just sit around waiting for them to contact you. Easier said than done. And depending on who you ask, you may get completely different pieces of advice. Some people say you should reach out first because it shows you're still interested. Others will tell you that you shouldn't be the one to reach out because then you seem needy. The truth is, it all depends on your situation. You know your partner best. If you were the ones who broke up, it makes sense that they wouldn't want to hear from you right away. If they initiated the breakup, though, it could be helpful to reach out first. That way you're not coming off as needy, but rather showing that you care. Ultimately, the goal is to make plans to talk, not just send a quick text. If you haven't spoken in a while, it can be helpful to send a quick "Hey, how are you?" or "How's it going?" text. This allows the other person to respond at their own pace and lets you know whether they want to talk or not. Then, if they're open to talking, you can suggest a time and place to meet up. If you do reach out first, be prepared for any outcome. They may not want to talk to you now, and that's okay. Respect their wishes and give them space. Let them come to you when they're ready. Number 3. Just be honest. Have you ever broken up with someone without thinking of the "I love you"? These 3 little words can be a real problem. They're often overused and can sometimes make things more difficult. While honesty is usually the best policy, sometimes it can make a bad situation worse. For example, if you're getting a divorce, it might be best to leave the details of your infidelity out of it. In this case, honesty might hurt more than help. In general, though, it's always best to be honest in relationships. Lying will only make things worse in the end. But if you're trying to get back together, you may want to hold off on dropping the L-bomb. By keeping your emotions out of the conversation, you're able to focus on the practical aspects of the breakup. This can help you both get closure and move on. The truth is, it's better to keep it simple. Just tell them that you want to break up and explain why. You don't need to go into great detail or give them a long, drawn-out explanation. Sometimes less is more. If you're struggling to break up with someone in person, you could try doing it over text or phone call. Of course, this is only acceptable in certain situations, like if you've never met in person or if the other person lives far away. If you've been seeing someone for a while and haven't met up yet, it's probably best to break up with them over the phone. If you've met in person, however, it's important to break up with them face to face. Number 4. Don't contact them. The opposite of our earlier point. Some people will tell you to contact your ex, while others will tell you not to. The truth is, it all depends on the situation. If you're the one who broke up with them, then it's best to give them space. They need time to process everything, and contacting them will only make it harder. However, if you were the one who got broken up with, it might be worth reaching out. There's no harm in asking how they are or what's going on in their life. Of course, don't expect them to open up right away. They need time to heal and move on. But if they're willing to talk, it could help you both get closure. Either way, it's important to respect their wishes. If they don't want to talk to you, give them space and let them come to you when they're ready. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to contact your ex is up to you. There's no right or wrong answer. Just be sure to respect their wishes and give them the space they need. Number 5. Delete their number. Why would anyone want to keep their ex's number in their phone? After a breakup, you may want to delete your ex's number to avoid any awkward run-ins. And if you receive any unwanted calls or texts from them, you won't have to worry about it. However, deleting your ex's number isn't always the best idea. For one thing, it can make it seem like you're trying to run away from your problems. Instead of facing the pain head-on, you're hoping that by deleting their number, you'll be able to forget about them. It also sends the message that you don't want anything to do with them. This could make things worse if you were the one who broke up with them. They may take it as a sign that you're uninterested in working things out, even if that's not the case. Lastly, it just makes it harder to communicate. If you ever need to get in touch with them, you'll have to dig through your email or social media messages to find their contact info. All this hassle can lead to miscommunication and hurt feelings. It's much easier to just keep their number and be adults about it. After all, you were once close enough to them to share your phone number. Don't throw that away because a relationship ended. And number 6, stop contacting them on social media. This is another piece of advice that can do more harm than good. Depending on the situation, cutting off all contact with your ex on social media may be necessary. If they're constantly posting about their new life without you or liking all of your ex's posts, it can be tempting to start stalking their social media accounts. However, this is never a good idea. It'll only make you feel worse. For one thing, you're opening yourself up to unnecessary pain. Every time you log onto social media, you're subjecting yourself to potential heartbreak. You never know what they're gonna post or who they're gonna tag. But perhaps the worst part of it all is that you're not being true to yourself. By stalking your ex on social media, you're betraying yourself. You know that this is unhealthy and it's not helping you move on. It's only prolonging the inevitable. Sooner or later, you're going to have to accept that the relationship is over. It's better to do that sooner rather than later. Of course, this doesn't mean that you should become friends with your ex on social media. You know that this isn't healthy and it's not going to help you move on. What it means is that you should be honest with yourself about how you feel and take a break from social media if needed. This may be difficult at first, but it'll be worth it in the end. So what are your thoughts on these points? Do you agree or disagree? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to click the like button and share it with a friend. Subscribe to our channel for more content like this. As always, thanks for watching.